Welcome to the 2022 Heart of America Athletic Conference Men's Soccer Media Day. I'm Eric Bergerud, color commentator for the Kansas City Comets of the Major Arena Soccer League. Today, we are joined by MidAmerica Nazarene head coach Kevin Wardlaw and Nico Tepesh. Thanks for joining us. How are you both doing today?
Yeah, good. Appreciate you having us.
I'm doing good, thank you.
Thanks for being here. Coach, let's start with you. So tell us a little bit about this player to your left, Nico. Tell us about what he has done and what he means to your program.
Yeah, so in today's world of let's transfer every year, Nico's one of the rare ones now, and so he's been with us for 3 years, going into his 4th year. So from the moment he arrived on campus, and honestly, even in the recruiting process, I knew that Nico was going to be a really good fit for us and for our program. He was going to at that time, you hope he's going to have a great career, but more than that is to get a great quality education and really kind of grow into the man that he's going to be as he will exit here in the next little bit with a degree and into kind of real life. So he's been a fantastic leader for us. He's been a fantastic player. There's been kind of an evolution every year of him showing a bit more leadership, a bit more qualities on and off the field. He's a fantastic student. So he really is kind of a great representation for what it is to be a kind of a complete student athlete.
So Nico, let me then pivot to you. What does it mean to you to put on that MNU uniform each week and get on the field with your teammates?
For me, it means a lot. I mean, like Coach said, I've been here for 3 years, my 4th year now. I'm just being blessed to be able to put this shirt and to play soccer, because we know nowadays there's a lot of things going on, and not a lot of people can play what we do and do what we do. And yeah, just putting the MNU shirt means a lot to me, and that's why I stayed here for 4 years too.
So Coach, back to you. It was another successful season for your squad. You advanced to the NAIA National Tournament in the final site. What do you take away from last season and hope to capture again in 2022?
Yeah, I've been blessed in my career to kind of make a few different runs to the national tournament. And what I've learned over the years is that experience for the guys is absolutely invaluable. And so, you talk about talent, and we do a really good job as coaches to try to bring in student athletes, and we spend so much time recruiting. But when you get all the pieces together, there really isn't a substitute for experience. And so you can have really good quality teams, and the very first time you go to nationals and the very first time you're in that setup, that's a tough road to kind of go through. And so I think more than anything with kind of the journey that we've been on with this group the last few years, just advancing. The very 2 years ago, we lost in the second round, and so we won our first round game. And we said right from the time that game got over is we wanted to go another step further. And so last year, going to the final 8, obviously disappointed to lose, right? We all have high aspirations and we set goals high. But I think the thing for me, it was not only the experience that these guys get, because you're not promised this, man. Like when you go to the final 8, that's a special, special moment. And so we wanted our guys to appreciate it, but we also wanted them to remember it and to be hungry that it didn't quite go the way they wanted to. So we come back this year with a really good group of returners. I think they're hungry and they have experience. And so that's a great combination.
So Coach, you're playing in a conference that features teams that have played in 5 of the last 7 NAIA National Championship games, including your program. Just how impressive is that, and what more can you say about the Heart?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. It's almost unbelievable. In fact, I'll be honest with you, when you're talking to colleagues and different people around the country, it's actually hard to really explain it, because when you're explaining it, other than the statistical data, which just doesn't lie, it almost sounds unbelievable. Everybody thinks their conference is a solid conference, but the Heart of America men's soccer is, it's almost ridiculous. And even watching teams that were in the lower part of the league just a few years ago, and the way they've recruited and the way they're coming along, like every single game is a war. We have to prepare for that. It's an honor to play in them. We recruit to it. We talk to our guys. I think our guys feel a lot of pride in the fact that we do play in the best conference in the country. And I think the results at nationals shows you, right? Our regular season is preparing us for the biggest moments.
So Nico, help Hart fans get to know you a little bit better. Where are you from and how did you make your way to MNU?
So I'm actually from Quebec, Canada. And when I was 16 years old, I had the dream to come play in the United States for college. And then I had someone that helped me to come here at MNU, put me in contact with Coach Wardla, had a good conversation with him. I came here to try out for a weekend. And after that, talked with Coach Wardla again. And then I was here in August for preseason. And yeah, it was a very good journey, and I'm still here. So yeah.
So looking ahead, Nico, how excited are you to get started in 2022?
I'm very excited. I think we have a very good group of men with us. Like Coach said, good returners, but also very good new players. I think that last year's loss in nationals would help us. It helped us get experience, but also we're here to go further this year. I think we have a good group of guys that can go very far and possibly win nationals.
Coach, your team was also honored with the inaugural Hart Sportsmanship Team Award in 2021. What did that award mean to you and your team?
Yeah, I think it's a great honor. First and foremost, I don't think you ever, go into a season expecting for your colleagues and other people to speak that highly about your team as far as who they are. I'll be honest with you, just transparently, when we get it, I'm not that surprised. It's an honor, but I know these guys, and we have an incredible group of men. Every single day, I see them both on the field and off the field. I see how they interact in our MNU community, and for me, that award is really just kind of the tip of the iceberg as far as who they are. And so I'm very blessed to do what I do, and I know who these guys are, kind of intimately. And so we get an award like that, and I go, yeah, duh, champions of character. These guys are good guys. But again, it's an honor because that is recognized from outside, where they're just seeing them in matches. They're seeing them in high intense competitive environments. And somebody said this the other day, I think it's a good point, is a lot of times your champions of character teams are the teams that don't really do that well. Right. And these guys didn't just succeed off the field, but they were an incredible group of men on the field. And to go into the final 8 in an incredible organization like the NAI shows that they're not only proficient on the field, but they're really, really good men and future leaders.
So, Coach, outside of Nico, who are some returners that you hope to see help lead your team against hard opponents this season?
Yeah, we've got a really good group. Like Nico's one of the guys that's been here, and he's got a group of classmates around him that have done, a really good job. And then, like he said, we've got a great group of returners, both freshmen and some transfers that I think have an opportunity to help us. And so, probably returning from last year and expecting a lot as a senior is Machu. So 2 years ago, Machu was an honorable mention All-American and had an injury that he had to come back from, and so had a good year last year. Didn't have the same level of individual awards, but that was kind of due to circumstances from him kind of coming back. And so we're looking to him to kind of bring back some of that. And then we return a goalkeeper who played quite a few minutes. We actually had an interesting setup last year where we split time with our keepers. And so Enzo's back as kind of a returning starter in the goal. And obviously, as you know, watching so much soccer over your time, a goalkeeper, you can't, really, you can't go without that. Center back, Vitus, he returns with a lot of experience, 2-year starter coming into his 3rd year, expecting a lot from him. Yeah, I could honestly go on and on. We've got a really good, well-balanced group that kind of comes back and gives us a little bit. So, Nico, anybody I forgot?
I don't think so.
All right.
We have a lot of people that we can count on, like returners. So yeah.
So Nico, in the Hart, there's a great value on the student athlete, student first. Tell the fans watching, what is your major and what are your plans for life after your MNU career is over?
So I actually study in sport management with a minor in marketing. And of course, school has always been first for me. Even though I play soccer, I'm here for school. I always put classes first and everything. I think whenever I graduate, I want to maybe go in the marketing part, but with a sport team. I want to stay in the sport because that's what I love to do. That's my dream. So I think I want to go in the marketing part more than anything else.
So Nico, one more question for you. What is one thing you will always take with you and remember about your experience as a student athlete at MNU?
Uh, I mean, the thing I learned the most here is time management. Because as a student athlete, you're always busy. Like right now in preseason, we're busy every day, and then school is gonna start in 2 weeks. So you have to go to class also, you have to go practice, you have games, you have to work sometimes. So I think time management here is something I learned a lot during the years from my freshman, sophomore until senior years. So yeah.
So coach, we're asking each head coach this same question. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear Heart of America Athletic Conference soccer?
Yeah, probably just quality, right? Just again, we talked about it before, is just the incredible amount of work that these coaches in this conference do to not just recruit great student athletes, but prepare them on the field. So, just the depth of that quality is absolutely unbelievable. And it's challenging. It keeps us all on our toes. I think we all get better because of it. And so it really is a great environment competitively for us to exist in, and challenges us each and every day.
Coach Wardlaw and Nico, thank you so much for joining us today. Good luck to you and the rest of the team this season.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.